Hello, I'm Dr. Eric Merriweather, and I'm the president and founder of the African American Association of USA, where we focus on empowering families. I know you're asking the question, what does that look like? The African American Association of Georgia is an organization that I started in 2002. I found myself working with kids in the track and field arena because I'm a track athlete, and I thought what better person to work with the athletes as a track coach. So I started inviting people in to train them, and then during that process, I started noticing little things about the kids when I would ask them to do specific things, whether it's like, do you have your shoes? Do you have this? Do you have that? And they'd be like, they can't afford it. Their parents couldn't afford it. So I started spending money and helping these kids, and kind of like a light bulb went off in my head because I'm like, if these kids are struggling like this, they don't have the funds to get food, they don't have the funds to get the stuff to compete in or running shoes, how are they getting help? So I took it upon myself. It started off with a few kids, but then the numbers grew, where I started off like spending money to buy food for them, to buy uniforms and buy shoes and stuff for them. And then I started thinking, if they're having this struggle, what about the parents? What is happening with the parents? So I started doing stuff out of my garage with food and different clothing items and personal hygiene products for these kids and the families. And I started off with like 30 families out of my garage, right? So it was like, okay, this is much bigger than I thought it was. So moving a few years down the line, we were able to get a donated warehouse space. And we grew very quickly working with these families because, word of mouth, it travels very quickly. So the numbers just kept growing and growing and growing to the tune of where we are now with the African American Association of Georgia is 1,100 families a month. So you imagine starting off with 30 and then going to 1,100. It literally just blew my mind. And it was like, you're a blessing to 30 families. The feeling to be a blessing to 1,100 families changes the scope altogether. We are built on relationship. And I think relationship gives us the ability to say that you are part of a family where you matter. So when we give them that, they're able to reciprocate not only to us, but they're able to give back to their family because they know what it looks like. They know that feeling that someone is concerned, that they care, and that they believe in who they are as a person. Being able to fulfill the needs of people like myself that went through hard times. And it's not a matter of race, color, creed, religion. It's a matter of need. And the thing that I'm big on now is kids being supported, them being able to have access to things that their parents may not be able to afford. And the same goes for the parents as well, because it's a generational thing. And I want to be able to change the direction for families because families are important. Wholeness is important. Mental health is important. And it's like there's so many components that interrupt life, whether it's finances, whether it's food insecurities. It's like when you're in need, you're stuck in survival. And I want to help the families come out of survival mode and be more sustainable.